greetings, fellow traders. Bob here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Friday, March the 26th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's try to see where we left off the market here today. So, what a finish to the week here, guys. Up 65 points on the SPX today. Weekly chart, what an awesome counter candle from last week's move, right? Daily chart, what a push right here. We didn't quite get to the volume that we wanted to here on the SPY, but we're still pretty good though, right? So let's take a look at the SPX, guys. Here's what we're looking at right here. I was looking at, like, we definitely had an impulsive wave back up after the zigzag correction. Right, the only tricky part here was the wave 4. You know, what was it? It was ABC expanding flat. I mean, basically it was, right? So it was an expanded triangle, right? So an expanded triangle, right? So ABC triangle, right? Expanding. And wave 4, and then boom, wave 5 right to the 618 extension. Perfect. What does that mean going into next week? Well, we'll see, right? We'll see if they decide to pull it back off of it, because what we would expect after that is sort of like an A, B, C move down, potentially to the 618 retrace, right? And then we'll see if we get a nice big wave 3 up right here. But this did a good job squeezing out a lot of the bears going into the end of the day today. So cool stuff there. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. So again, really interesting stuff. The big move on this one today, if you go to the 15-minute chart right here, the big move was not only this. I mean, this kind of, I don't like buying a big candle, right? I don't like it. Like, so if we get like a huge candle like this, I don't like going long on it, just because it's just same thing with the daily chart, right? I won't go long on a big breakout candle because there's always the chance of a pullback. But look at this, a perfect, I mean, when was the last time you saw a gray candle on the 15-minute chart? There's one right here. That was at 6:15 a.m. The last time you saw, oh, here's another one right here. 11:30 p.m. You don't see these during the day. Look at that doji sandwich, pure doji sandwich right there, and then have a nice day. Wow, what a move on the ES there going into the day there. Incredible. I mean, look at that, guys. We are just a few points away from all-time highs. So really incredible stuff. And then we got a signal zone ahead. So anyway, obviously the MES here held its level. It actually broke down a little bit here, and then now it's just kind of holding. I mean, just incredible. So we'll see how that goes going into next week. Let's take a look at the Qs here. The Qs ended up rallying here into the end of the day as well. I mean, just incredible stuff, guys. I mean, a lot of our market maker levels that we put in the bubble report this morning got hit, right? I mean, they at least pushed toward it at the end of the day, which is kind of interesting, right? So you go to the daily chart, and the Qs were back over the ADMA, not increasing volume, but not, not horrible. IWM ended up getting back to the ADMA, so let's see all those there. XLF. Again, nice push there today, back over the ADMA, low volume, but hanging in there. Let's take a look at Apple. Now, this was looking bearish going into the end of the day. I mean, it still could be. We're still below the downward trend lines. And we're below the ADMA, but it doesn't look like a short to me just yet. I'd like at least let it to tag the bump line there, so that could be interesting as well. So Tesla again. Tesla had a rough day today. They tried to rally it at the end of the day here, but we're still below the ADMA. We're still blah. We're still in the trend box, right? So we still have that going on here. Shop, guys. Speaking of bearish names, this was a great one here today. It was on our bearish radar. It gave a nice breakdown here, bear flag breakdown. Boom, nice push down there today. Again, nice one just to have on the radar. So good stuff there on Shop. Baidu, this thing was epic today. Look at the volume on this today, guys. Almost 100 million shares traded on Baidu today. And look at that. We talked about this last night. So they could bounce it off the 200-day moving average, and boom, what a move right there. And Kathy's been loading up on this one too. So let's see how that goes here for Baidu going into next week. Amazon was pretty wild today. Again, this has been a tough name. We did break down below its bear flag right here, but we did get some nice call flow in this here at 247, right? And that really ended up working there. So cool stuff there for the group. Boeing. Again, this is pretty cool right here. Our market maker expected level today was 245, and we basically closed 13 cents below, which is pretty awesome stuff today. It also gave us a nice short at the open on Boeing. And then last one is just take a look here at Roblox. Look at that. So this thing didn't care about what the market was doing when it was flush. It was just sideways, contraction. Boom, expansion on Roblox today. So let's see if that gets any follow through here. The daily chart is back over the ADMA, low volume, but nicely defended and nicely traded there today. So good stuff, guys. Looking forward to writing the newsletter this weekend. If you're not in our group, be sure to subscribe so you can get that in your inbox on Sunday, and then join our Discord. Hope to see you guys there. And until then, stay healthy out there. And remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game.